Why so serious? That's right. This is the knife from the movie The Dark Knight. Now, although that movie isn't that old, this knife is very old. This is a blast from the past. This is a Paragon ATKO out the front automatic. Okay. Awesome knife. Huge thank you. I got this at Blade Show from a viewer. I was completely blown away. I said, hey, thanks for the videos. I just want to give you this, as an appreciation. I wanted this knife for many years, and I never got one. These were very much popular in the 90s. It's a very cool out the front automatic. I'll show you how it works here in a second. These were the Paragon branded knives from Asheville Steel. You can see right here by the pivot, that logo, Paragon. All right, very cool. You don't see these being talked about too much. When I first got into knives, these were like the biggest thing. I mean, with Microtech and Dalton automatic, stuff like that. I mean, it was all over the knife scene back then. Nowadays, there's all kinds of different autos, but, they don't get as much attention. They do still actually make these. Not specifically the ATKOs, at least not that I know of. I think now they're calling them Para XDs or something like that. I'm going to link you guys down in the description box to Blade HQ. They have dozens of different versions of this knife. Big ones, short ones, black blades, serrations, all kinds of stuff. This happens to be a fully double-edged S30V, dagger style blade or spear point. They're all about $165 for this size. So awesome knife for the money. Very cool design. This one, again, like I said, S30V stainless. All these knives are made in the USA. All right, so USA made OTFs. 5.25 inch aluminum handle on this, obviously black. They do have, I believe, a couple colors on there. 8.75 inches overall and 4.1 ounces. So, how does this knife work? Basically, it's an out the front auto. It is not dual action. Dual action means that there is a button or mechanism that shoots the blade out and also retracts it. You have to manually retract this blade. There is a safety on here. Up is the safe position. Okay, down is off of safe. So when you pull the safety down and push the button, the blade shoots out and into a locked position. As you can see, hopefully, as this works, is the tang of the blade. There's little jimping on the side here. So when you push the button to release the lock, you can use the side of your finger and your thumb to kind of pull that back, or a lot of people will do is they'll use their thumb like this to retract it back, but you pull it all the way back and it'll click and lock in place. Okay, so now it's under spring tension. Of course, once it's open inside, you could probably see that spring running all the way across to the back of the blade. All right, in the closed position, you can see where that kind of nestles into the flaring out design. One thing to notice on this is that this blade is moving along this channel with exposed steel. So you can't hold the knife like this when you're opening it. Obviously it won't work because your hand's in the way. You have to keep this channel free, just as you would a side opening automatic. All right, so take the safety off. Once it's open, okay, this little flare out design allows for your hand to comfortably fit like this, or you can put your pointer finger on top of that. It's actually pretty comfortable. You have a natural thumb rest. Even if you were to swap this righty or lefty, very comfortable. Also, these little disc type cutouts on both sides. It's good to put your thumb this way if you're digging into something. So very comfortable to use, very cool design. How this actually locks in, you can see there's a channel all throughout the entire blade, because it has to go around the pin for the button. All right, now if you look at the back of the blade, you see that round cutout. That's how this actually stays in the closed position. When you retract this, the bottom, or the other side of this button, which is inside the handle, so you can't see it, that actually fits into, it's like a little disc, it fits into that cutout, locking it in place. What you're doing by pressing the button is you're releasing that little piece, you're pushing it out of the way of the blade, so the blade can freely move. Okay, and obviously because there's a spring in here, it's going to freely move all the way forward until it locks in position down at the tang. That same cutout is on the base of the blade, so when it's open, it's locking into that same button. So really cool. single action OTF. Very, very awesome to play around with. Of course, opening and closing all the time. It's very, very cool. It's a solid piece. You could bang this around a lot. It is a quality automatic. It's not some Chinese knife. There's tons and tons of copies of this design simply because of the Dark Knight movie. It's very popular, so tons of companies, Chinese stuff, you know, flew off the shelves. There's assisted versions that look like this. There's automatic versions that are cheap, look like this. But if you want the real deal, get the Paragon one. It is awesome. All right, so again, there it is, locked up. It comes razor sharp. There are a bunch of versions. A lot of them are ATS 34, which is like a Japanese 154 cm, if you're not familiar with it. There's various, you know, blade and handle combinations. So do check it out. Blade HQ, love supporting them. You know, and they happen to have the biggest selection I know of right now. I think PVK also sells these, which is a sister site to Knifezilla. If you know, I know a lot of people get their cheap battle songs across the pond from that site. But anyway, not gonna talk about that. Just wanted to do a review on this one. It is super cool. Like I said, a blast from the past for me. Love these. As far as having this in your pocket, is it dangerous? No. Obviously, see, it does have a tip down pocket clip. No frills clip. It does work very nicely. Smooth aluminum. It doesn't grip your pants too tight. Very easy to retract this out. Because the safety is up when it's on, and the fact that gravity is on your side, having this in your pocket, I don't foresee this being a problem. The button is also recessed a little bit, so it'd be very rare for the, you know, the safety to come off in your pocket and something actually push that button to retract the blade out. So I still think it is pretty safe to carry in the pocket if you chose to do so. So anyway, that's it. That is the Paragon ATKO OTF. Very, very cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.